Hello, I wanted to record a video for my students, but for anyone else, just taking it back to basics, the basic Usui treatment. Kate has kindly volunteered for me, so we'll set the table up like this so it's easier for you to be able to see how we do this. And it's very much about ensuring the client is comfortable. I always have a blanket because you can go hot and cold through the treatment. The client is then able to take it off if need be. It's very important to make sure the client hasn't got a pacemaker. They're the only people we can't treat because it changes the rhythm within the pacemaker. Some tables do lift up, so I can lift the client up if they don't want to lay completely flat, but the flatter they are, the clearer the energy. So we're just going to start, and I always step away from the table. It's very much about centering on the gâcheux, so the two middle fingers. Deep breath and just really bringing yourself into the energies. And then I scan the client, so it's about a body scan to see if you can sense any particular blockages, which you're then going to go back to when you're going through the treatment anyway. And I always start just under the head, but it can be on top of the head, so just ask the client if you can lift their head, and then it's about working underneath the head. And this is where I draw the symbols on the roof of my mouth. So going through each symbol, depending on what level you've done, drawing them on the roof of your mouth. You can draw them on your hands in advance, whatever is your preference. It's what I always say is you can go to school and learn carpentry, but that doesn't make you a carpenter. We have to keep practicing Reiki, and then we just get more confident. So we're going to go through, and you start after wherever you particularly want to start. So the third eye, you're going to stay here as long as you feel called to. And then it's the crown. And then always the ears. A lot of people hold on to stuff around the head and the throat. That's why there's a lot of problems with coughs, colds. It's about communication and clearing that for them. So staying here, again, as long as you feel called to. I'm not going to do the whole session today because that would be 50 minutes. It would take weeks to upload to YouTube. I very much do the shoulders as well because you hold on to the weight of the world when you're worrying about other people, even though there's not a particular chakra there. So it's about working with the shoulders. And then the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, sacral, root, and then the knees, because that's the pride and ego. A lot of people, when they're worrying about pleasing other people or looking after other people, so it's very important to work on the knees. And the feet for grounding, so taking hold underneath the feet. And then going back through, so I always check the ears. We want to see if the level of clearing and whether it needs more work there. And then you're going to go to whichever part of the body you're more drawn to. So if you sense there's a problem in the stomach, then you're going to do some more work here. If you sense it's in the heart, if there's been a lot of emotional problems, you can feel the imbalance in the heart almost. So balancing the throat and the heart together, making sure their communications are balanced. It is really going by your intuition rather than a set way. Every client is different, so you'll find that you start differently on some of them. And yeah. So we've done all of that. Then I cleanse the aura again 3 times. So this is throwing away anything that we've released. So just clearing any negativity. The other thing I do is rinse my hands under the tap and very much visualise the energy going down the sink. It's about you protecting yourself as well once you've done the treatment. I also go to the ankles, take hold of the ankles, and it's I'm repeating the thank you for making me a conduit of unconditional love and healing on behalf of Kate. May we all be empowered by love and light. It's cutting that connection. So you've connected in with the client, so to create that balance and start oscillating together to clear those negative energies, but you need to make sure that you cut that connection too, so that you're not so that the client's going away balanced of any chakras you've opened, and so that you're clear of any energies. I do then sage the client, so it's very briefly. Just going to do the figure of 8, the abundance symbol, across the client so that they're not taking any negativity that we've released with them. So the sage tends to burn until the negativity is cleared, so that's a good sign. You'll know when to stop. And then as the client, I go and rinse my hands then, gives the client another moment to balance. Then we discuss any feelings, thoughts that they may have had or that I might have sensed. The more you do it, the more I'll have to move that sage because that is recording in there. Anyway, that is the end of the session. Namaste.